On a moonless night, Victor took me to a hill on the outskirts of Medellin. He said we could watch the stars from there. I had wanted to be his girlfriend since my first day of college. Victor was perfect for me. Pale, on the skinny side, and with a funny walk that made him look like he was about to trip and fall on his face. And the eyes, God, I adored his eyes. They were the color of freshly minted pennies. When the first star of the night appeared, Victor asked, "Do you believe in love?" I said, "Yes, I believe in love." He shuddered a little. I wondered if lying next to me in the dark excited him. I wore a peasant blouse with an elastic band at the neck. As soon as we sat down, I pulled the elastic down under my arms. Victor leaned over and rested his chin on my right shoulder. I wondered if I looked sexy, or if the hump on my nose was a turn off. I liked feeling his weight on my shoulder, so I stayed there, as still as I could be, afraid that the magic would end if I twitched or winked. A light breeze made its way under my skirt. It flapped at the hem. I couldn't tell if he had noticed. For the last 6 months, Victor and I had shared coffees, ice creams, and chapsticks. We went to the movies, and he let me pick him. We spent afternoons reading in perfect silence. He read about astronomy, I read Neruda. We were two nerdy kids just out of high school. We gravitated toward each other. There were minor differences. I loved Alice Cooper, Black Sabbath, Kiss. The noisier, the better. Victor favored melody and paid attention to lyrics. He listened to the Bee Gees and Cyndi Lauper. Sometimes, just to make me laugh, he sang falsetto, "Girls just want to have fun." He did a little dance move with his hands like he was screwing in imaginary light bulbs. "Girls just want to have fun." I was thinking all of this when Victor said, "I want to see you naked." My knees buckled a little. "I don't think Jimmy would approve," I said. Jimmy was my boyfriend. Victor said, "I just want to see a naked woman." As I went to reach for my blanket, Victor pushed away a strand of hair that had fallen on my face. I knew right then that I would be naked for him before the end of the night. "Tonight is a special night for me," he said. He looked at me over his shoulder. I wanted to tell him that it was special for me too, but I didn't. I thought that if I played my cards right, we could be each other's first. Victor undressed methodically. He removed his Lacoste shirt, his perfectly ironed Levi's jeans, one white sock, the other his cotton underwear. While he placed the whole lot atop his backpack, I took everything off. He turned on his side and took a long, hard look at my body. He examined it like it was a map from a faraway country. Then he said, "Interesting." When he didn't move, I reached out and brought his hand over my chest. He acquiesced and touched me lightly, like my upper body was on fire. Then he shook his head and giggled. Oh boy, he said. "I think I just figured something out." "What?" "Nothing." He moved his hand quickly to my mouth. "He's gonna kiss me, he's gonna kiss me." I closed my eyes, held my breath. Do you think a meteorite was responsible for the extinction of the dinosaurs? Victor asked as he ran his finger along my lips. I don't know, I said. He lay back on his blanket and we stared at the stars. He asked, what does it feel like to be in love? I told him about the awkwardness of my relationship with Jimmy. Kiss, fight, break up, make out, fight again. I touched his face. You feel hot, I said. You know, like you're running a high fever. So I must be in love, Victor whispered. Then he clarified, with Daniel. Danny, I asked, the guy in your calculus class? And I shouldn't have been surprised. I had noticed how Victor got all giggly around Danny. Yep, that one. You know he has a girlfriend, right? I know, Victor said. I don't care. I wanted to run away, dive into Medellin, to hide. I wanted him to stop being gay. I wanted to wipe that confused look off his face. If only he would just roughen a little and talk like the other guys. Tits, ass, beer. Pounce on me and breathe in my ear, my neck, hard and quick, like Jimmy did. But Victor didn't move. His body remained limp and uninterested. So did mine. I turned on my side and looked at Victor, hairless, chicken-legged Victor. Something within me sobered up. We lay in silence, and in that silence, my body felt content. Not raging with hormones and goosebumps and below-the-belly earthquakes, but at peace. In that silence, I understood something about the nature of love. I let go of what I wanted our friendship to become and accepted the reality as it was. I got dressed. He put on his Lacoste shirt inside out. I didn't tell him. Victor helped me up. It's getting chilly, he said. He wrapped one arm around my shoulders. I wrapped mine around his waist. He shivered again. This time I knew he was just cold.